Happy anniversary. It is 2 years since our Brazilian winger, Felipe Anderson, signed for the mighty Hammers. We'll be reviewing his 2-year West Ham career a little bit later on. We've got Alan, who's got his new shirt. He's got it's the new West Ham shirt, not mine. You know I like this shirt, but it's not this fine shirt here. He's got the new West Ham shirt, so he's going to be taking a little look at that. We have got this Salvador de Casa de Tyres, which is Felipe Anderson? No, he didn't have his tyres slashed. Mikel Antonio had his tyres slashed. I don't mean somebody urinated up against them. Somebody literally took a knife. I think we presume it was a knife. The CCTV footage we're going to show you is a bit grainy. Maybe it's a knitting needle or something like that. Someone's granny may have done it. So we're going to solve that case here and now because, understandably, Mikel Antonio is baffled why somebody would just do such a thing. There doesn't seem to be any reason why somebody would do that. What benefit do you get from going down the street and slashing people's tyres? We're going to try and clear that up. And as I say, we've got Alan coming up. He's going to talk about the kit. I did notice something. I think it was on social media. Someone mentioned about the kit, how the new kit could well be a hindrance to West Ham because of the handball VAR rules. The suggestion was, now you've got to remember, it's claret down here and it's got blue sleeves. So let's say the sleeves start there on the old kit. Well, apparently now the blue sleeves start there. So somebody's suggesting that this could rule in our favour in terms of dubious VAR decisions for handball and whatnot. That's I'm not sure. I can't even remember who said it. I don't know, and I probably wouldn't name it publicly anyway. But it's a bit. I think the suggestion is, you know, in VAR when someone's offside and the graphics come up on screen, they do that line, and then you see that someone's toenail's just offside. I think they're almost suggesting that we've created a virtual line on our jumpers, not jumpers, t-shirts, whatever you want to call them, to make it easier for the official. I don't know. The suggestion is that perhaps Liverpool, who might have an all-red shirt, have the advantage. I don't know. Alan also thinks that the new shirts have come up a little bit small. He thinks he might have grown and got a bit bigger, but I'll let you be the judge of that. Okay, Felipe Anderson. No, forget Felipe Anderson. We'll get to him in a minute. We've got a case to solve here. Mikel Antonio, he's gone out. I don't know where he's gone out. Why was he going out? Who knows where he was going out? I don't know. Probably somewhere perfectly legal with social distancing measures in place. But anyway, he was out, and when the car was parked up, someone's come along, pop, 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 slashed his tyres. And other tyres in the street. Now, I don't know where he got the footage from, actually. Has anybody asked where he got the footage from? I don't know. But he released it on his Instagram account. Some evidence to salve the kiss. And what he did was he put it up there with a message saying, I don't understand why anybody would do this. And I'll show you it. I'll show you the footage now. Did you see that? Did you see that at the end? Because he basically disappeared. He vanished. Look, watch it again. You see what I mean? He just vanished. He got on his bicycle and, I mean, quicker than Mary Poppins goes when she's up the old umbrella. I mean, I don't know if you've seen The Invisible Man. That's a funny old film, I've got to say. But like a time traveller or something, the guy's just disappeared. How are they going to catch him? We certainly can't rely on our overstretched police force, Metropolitan Police Force, to catch him. But whenever you're trying to solve a crime, you've always got to look at the motive for the crime. Who would have motive to slash Mikel Antonio's tyres? What's to be gained to slashing Mikel Antonio's tyres? Maybe to make him late for training. To incapacitate his car. Somebody that would benefit from Mikel Antonio not turning up is what I'm saying. Fortunately, some stills were also published a little bit later on when I think the assailant has cycled past. That's a cycling. I don't know why you don't move your arms like that. I don't know. That's a cycling mime, basically. He cycled past another CCTV camera, and they've caught him. I'll show you. Kiss, Salvet. No fee. No fee at all. At all. Gonzo, PI. Private investigator rather than anything rude. Lovely comments, by the way, on the chat about the muff yesterday. Everyone was very concerned. It was a hot topic of conversation yesterday, my muff, and it's yeah. So yeah, I thank you for showing such a keen interest, everybody. Okay, before we get to Alan and his t-shirts, there's Felipe Anderson, 2 years. And I think, I can't even remember, you see, my memory's going, right? So I can't remember who wrote what and where I read something. Maybe it was Sean on Claret and Hugh. Maybe the title of his thing was Felipe Anderson, Where Did It All Go Wrong? Or something something like that. Sorry, it's just reminded me of a George Best anecdote, which I won't share with you now because I've already digressed. I get told off for digressing. Some people tell me off. Stick to the format. Stop going off on a tangent. So anyway, what was Felipe Anderson? Where's it all gone wrong? I don't know. I think you're going to have a massive stretch of the imagination to think that he's going to turn it round. I think he's flattened the curve, hasn't he, really, on his career. And I think it's pretty hard to imagine that he's going to start going in an upward trajectory again. It just looks like it's going to fizzle out. We're not going to get our money back, which was whatever, 35, 40 million, depending on what paper you read. I don't think he's been helped by the system. I think he'd be really good in a team with lots of possession. I say really good, better than he is. We don't have lots of possession. Even under Pellegrini, let's be fair, even though he was meant to be this attacking manager, we weren't attacking much up until the point he got sacked. We really weren't. We weren't particularly good at all. So I don't think the football's particularly benefited him. I don't think he's going to come good. I think we're going to have to cut our losses, whatever that may be. There's people saying, oh, we might have to sell him for 25 million. You might well be surprised, by the way. I don't think there's going to be too many clubs with 25 million to spend. The big ones, yes. Juventus, Man United, Man City, they can spend what they want, can't they? Man City, don't matter. They can spend what they want. Liverpool. But none of those clubs are going to want Felipe Anderson. So what you'd previously be relying upon would be somebody of I don't know, let's say the UEFA Cup, the Europa Cup level teams coming in and paying 25 million for him. It ain't going to happen now. It ain't going to happen. Because everybody's going to be skint. So I think we're buying players that haven't been very good for the last couple of years for 25 million. I think he's not settled. I think that's a massive part of it. He's not learnt the language. So I think any time you don't do that, it's going to be a struggle for you because it's a completely different culture anyway, obviously. If you live in Brazil or you're Brazilian, you speak Portuguese, well, clearly Portugal's going to be the easiest one to go to, but you're going to thrive a little bit better in Spain. There's going to be a massive culture shock, coming over to England where it's just very, very different. So I think his family didn't come over. A whole number of things has happened. I just don't think it's going to work out for him. And that's one of the main reasons why I do not want to sell Grady D and Ghana. No, certainly not. And I think most of you agreed in the chat yesterday, that's for sure. So Felipe Anderson, I couldn't do the poll yesterday for whatever reason. They've stopped doing it. Yeah, that was it. YouTube have stopped doing polls. I did try. Apparently they weren't working. No one used them anymore. It's quite funny actually, because the initial point I went to use it, they'd stopped doing them in the end of June. So there you go. Maybe I jinxed it. I don't know. So I won't do a poll or even ask you whether you think Felipe Anderson has been a success. Or, I think there's a player in there. I think a lot of people will agree there's a player in there, but he's not provided 35, 40 million pounds worth of value. He certainly hasn't. Maybe you think differently. Maybe you think that he can turn it round. That he's going to spend the next 3 years at West Ham and start regularly contributing. I just can't see it. I think it's too far gone. I'm happy to be proved wrong. As somebody reminded me the other day, I said on a video, teams that score 4 goals don't get relegated, and someone pointed out that both us and Bournemouth have scored 4 goals. So one of us probably is anyway. So I'm wrong on that. I might be wrong on Felipe Anderson. I just think his West Ham career is going to fizzle out. Anyway, thank you for watching. I've got Alan coming up now, who's going to show you his lovely new kit.
Okay, so today I was sat around in my office and all of a sudden I had a delivery, and it was this. The new West Ham shirt arrived today. I think it's due out on the 15th, so yeah, bang on time. And I just thought I'd come on and tell you my thoughts on it, to be honest with you, because it's very difficult buying a new shirt off the internet. You don't really know what it's going to feel like, you don't really know what it's going to look like, but I must say I'm quite impressed. First of all, the design, it's largely claret with blue sleeves. I don't really see a huge amount of difference in the designs from year to year. Sometimes the position of where the claret meets the blue changes slightly. Sometimes there's little stripes, slightly different collars. Doesn't really affect me that much, to be honest. I just see a claret shirt with blue sleeves. But it's a nice fit, it's comfortable, and I must admit I do like the retro design. It is a slightly thicker material, a little bit warmer, perhaps playing in the summer might be a little bit hotter, but no problems with it. As I say, just slightly thicker. In terms of the size, I've got the same size as I get every year. It does feel like it's got a little bit smaller, but that might be what 3 months in lockdown doing nothing but eating, drinking and only being able to exercise once a day does for you. So perhaps it might be that I've got a little bit bigger rather than the shirt getting a little bit smaller, but I'll let you guys be the judge of that. Second thing you'll notice is there's no sponsor on my shirt. I decided to get the one without Betway on, and got to give the club a bit of credit for this. I'm not sure if they've done this in the past, but I was looking for one without a sponsor, and some people on Twitter very kindly let me know that the under-18s shirt, which presumably can't have a sponsor on because it is a bookmaker, is available in adult sizes. The reason I give the club credit for this is they quite clearly advertise this on the website. When you look at the under-18 shirt, it says available in adult sizes, and that to me is a very clear indication that they're saying to you, look, we know that you might want this without the sponsor on, therefore it is available in an adult size, and there's your prompt to go and order it. So I think they deserve a bit of credit for giving people the choice there. Obviously, Betway wouldn't be keen if they just offered the adult shirt without that. So they found a loophole and a way of doing that, which I think is great. The final change in the shirt that I wanted to talk about was the badge. Obviously, it's appearing backwards for you guys there, I think. But I really like the badge. I like that it's gone back to the old shape. I think the new shape looks a little bit childlike. Looks like it's been drawn to make things convenient. Looks like it's been drawn to make it so that they can just drag and drop it onto various merchandise. This is a little bit more complicated, a little bit more traditional. West Ham United's been replaced at the bottom with the 125th year anniversary, 1885 to 2020. West Ham United back on the top. The castle's gone for obvious reasons. We're not at Upton Park anymore as much as we'd like to be. The castle's gone, so we've just gone with the simple crossed irons. And then underneath, London remains in place. That's something that I appreciate a lot of fans don't like. I must admit, I've never really had a huge problem with it. At the end of the day, I know we're based in East London, but we're still based in London. We all know that it's done with branding in mind. It's done to tell people that we're a London-based club, and the idea of that is to improve the brand of the club itself. It's never really bothered me, to be honest with you, whether it has London on it, whether it has East London on it, whether it has nothing on it. I don't think that's a huge factor, to be honest. Would I rather have it without? Yeah, sure, it would maybe look a little bit cleaner, but having that word London on the bottom of the badge really doesn't bother me all that much. But anyway, that's about it really. Just thought I'd come on, show you the new shirt in the flesh if you've not seen it, and just give you my thoughts. All in all, as I say, quite happy with it. I just need to maybe lose the weight to fit into it a bit better now.